Okay, what the heck is going on with DJT? Should we buy this thing? Is with Trump as the president, is this a good chart? DJT is down almost 10%. But I'm not surprised with this market environment. This market environment's been like really bad today. So a lot of these stocks are going down. So we need to understand is which stocks are in an uptrend, which stocks have very strong momentum, and where we can capitalize. So if I look at DJT, I'm going to show you guys the weekly chart. Um, yeah, it looks kind of frustrating, right? We went from a high of $40 and now we're back down to $29. I made a video last time and I said this weekly EMA 50 is something we need to look out for. It could very well do that, and we see DJT oftentimes go down to that, but we still are at this EMA 50 with the weekly chart. This EMA 50 is still at the bottom. So that tells me, hey, we're still in an uptrend. And we've seen this happen before. Price go substantially lower than the EMA 50. And just to do what? Just to climb back up and do a 150% gain in literally a month time frame. We can do that. Comes back down and then it goes back up. So I'm just here to make conservative games. Obviously, I told you guys a strat of selling puts. I did sell the $30 puts, $30 strike puts way up in here, so it had to drop $3, and I'm fine with holding this because the EMA 50 on the weekly is at 30.66. I'm totally fine if this gets back above $30 by my strike. I did 7 February, then I collect all that premium. That's a whole new different strategy, and I don't mind showing that, but I alerted that all in the Discord here at Swing Trade Alerts of exactly what I was planning on doing with DJT. Okay, this is what I exactly did with DJT. That way I can negotiate with the market saying when DJT was way up here, I'd be like, you know what? I don't want this thing till it goes down to this certain area of influence, right? I can clearly see on the weekly chart, somewhere along this line, we're going to get a bounce, okay? I can see that maybe, it could go a little further down or it could just do like right in here. It doesn't have to be exact, but somewhere along this line, right? It could be right here. We don't know where the absolute bottom is till it actually starts bouncing. If it's right here and starts bouncing, awesome. That's been the pattern with this thing where it goes a little below the EMAs and pumps up, right? We obviously have strong support right here at the $26 range. I don't want to see it get all the way down there. But if you also look at the monthly chart, is what is it saying with DJT? Well, we also have the EMA 50 at the bottom. But this is one of those stocks where I don't mind holding. As you can see, it's been in a zigzag. It can go down and then go straight back up. I'm hoping it does something like this where it hits that EMA 50. That's what I want to do, and it goes straight up. So there's a lot of stuff, we can look at. Right there with that strong support is at the $26 mark. Like I said, I hope we don't go there. I hope it doesn't test this area, but it very well could hit this as a bottom. As you can see, in 3 weeks, we hit it up, hit it up, hit it up. So that's definitely something to watch. So we have this big support here. I'll mark this. We have a trend line of higher lows forming. So somewhere around this area, we could make this pattern. And then we also had the weekly EMA 50. Nothing is telling me to be scared. It's just a bad market environment. You guys gotta be prepared for that. I mean, look at Nvidia. Are we saying Nvidia is a trash stock as it's down 17%? This is what's going to happen. A lot of the big stocks are down. Look at SPY. SPY was down 1.4%. That is rare for SPY to do that. The QQQs, they were down 3%. So you can expect stocks to be an overreaction move on panic. It's your opportunity to get in on these stocks, buy the stocks that you like, be confident, and respect your stop loss, your take profit. If I stop out of this at $30, which I sold my selling puts, I'm going to wait to see what happens. I can look at a 15% stop loss under this $26. That's not too bad because I think this is going to hold. And if it don't, then I don't want anything to do with DJT as that broke a crucial level. But I think, this is not some time to panic. If this comes back up, you're going to be totally fine. But you don't want to lose unnecessary money just for the next day for this to pump because you sold on a panic day. These are the days to buy the dip. Find the company that you like and buy it. I highly recommend selling puts. You can go out and let's say on this $26 level, let's say you want to get under 26. You could sell puts out there. Let's say by 11 days you don't think it goes under 26, and you can go under here and say, you know what? I'm going to click on the $26. let's just do 27, close enough. Did you get a little extra premium? And I say I'm going to sell it at 64 cents, and I'm going to do roughly about 10 contracts. That'll cost me, let's do a conservative budget someone has. Let's say you have 8 grand. So I could sell 3 contracts and say, you know what? Every contract is 100 shares, so I'm willing to buy 300 shares of DJT if it gets near that support level. I'm going to negotiate with the market, and I'm only going to buy it if DJT goes below 27. So I will have, if it goes below 27 by 7 February, I'll be obligated to buy at this $27 strike. And then you automatically collect $200 just from doing that. So you get money right off the bat, you get your $200, and then you negotiate with the market. So, I mean, there's a lot of ways to do this, or you could just buy the shares outright. And guess what? The beauty thing, if it don't work, for example, I had the $30 strike, that's where the EMA 50 was. I could sell covered calls, and I experienced, and I told you guys about this strategy in the Swing Trading Education with higher value stocks that are above $10. Watch this video, how to sell covered calls tutorial. I have made pretty much what this can do is you can make your average get lower and lower every time you sell covered calls. So, every 2 weeks you sell a strike out. Let's say you have a $30 strike, you sell for 50 cents premium. Well, guess what? Your new average is $29.50. Next 2 weeks you sell another, covered call, and then you go to 29, and then 28.50, 20. You get the point where you're lowering your average every time you sell covered calls. And so, it's a beautiful pattern that whereas as you wait for DJT to come up, you're selling covered calls and you're making massive money and you collecting that money every time. It's like digital real estate, right? You have shares that people want, so you sell them out, you rent them out, you make your $300 every 2 weeks, depending on your account, and then you're lowering your average too. So, DJT, I'm not going to sweat it. I think a lot of people are causing panic in every stock. I think this one was, it's going to move a little more. It's more volatile. But I think with all the circumstances, we can look at news, why Trump media is saying, everyone could probably come up with, their idea of why. I mean, but the whole reason is the market was down. That's the reason why Trump media stock sank. So they saw a significant valuation pullback over the last week of trading. The company share price closed out the weekly session down 8%. The sell-off came despite a 1.7 gain from the SP 500 and the NASDAQ. So the stock lost ground over the week due to a buy the rumor, sell the news dynamic. Everyone's going to say this, but it just comes down to what's the chart says. I have nothing, I'm not scared of what I'm seeing here. I see a weekly bottom trend line. If this is the bottom here, we'll somewhere bounce. We have a support here. So all throughout here is where I'm going to look to range. And as you can see, if you held this, a couple of weeks, it has been in a consolidation pattern all throughout here. So this is your, you're consolidating up here, hit this, go to this low, come back near this high, come back to this low, and you're just coming in and out, and you can make mass returns in that ranging bound system here. So that's my analysis on DJT. Take it how you want, do what you want with it. $26 is, if it breaks 26, then yeah, sure, you can get out. That's the big support area there. You can use my selling put strategy. Make sure you watch my how to sell covered calls. You pretty much can literally you can lower your average constantly. And I highly recommend that if you guys have averages in the 36, I know people have averages in the $40, you need to sell covered calls. Lower that average while you're sitting down. Okay, because the likelihood of DJT going up to $40 in 2 weeks is not as likely. It can, we've seen this go down in 2 weeks, and I mean, this can definitely rip up, but I think it's very, important to use my conservative system. And honestly, you should be waiting for these high value plays to show up. The monthly chart looks really good. That's right there on the EMA 50 is at the bottom. You can see, look at these beautiful things that happen. Like, look at this. We hit this. What happens? We go up. We hit this. We go up. Here, we get a stop loss hunt. We come back. Here's support. Come back. We should expect big support there. I would look to add there if you had the resources. That's where I would look to add. All right, that's my analysis on DJT. Do what you want. I know it's a bigger cap stock. It's not as exciting as small caps where you can make 30% overnight. This stock, making 5 to 10% is pretty good in my opinion. So we'll see what it does. It's at $29.50. Let's look for a good day tomorrow after this market sell-off. Hope you guys bought some nice companies that you liked. I'm sticking to my thesis for DJT until I'm proven otherwise, and live another day. All right, guys, I'll see you guys in the Discord. If you guys want to join the premium Discord and learn this stuff, click the link down below in the YouTube comments below and in the description. It'll say join the premium Discord for my alerts. You're not going to want to miss this. I'm going to make this, guys, super valuable, super informative, educational, and you guys are going to learn how to have a high win ratio and to stay consistent in the market. It's not about being right all the time. It's about proper risk management and then sticking to a system that works. So if you hit how to subscribe and you hit day trade alerts right here, day trade alerts, you can get access to all my systems for $12 a month. Okay, you're gonna get swing trades and day trades, and you're gonna love my day trading strategy. You're gonna wish you did this day trading strategy. It's actually my most important. My swing trading strategy is good, don't get me wrong. I think but there is overnight risk you can't control. If you do this day trading strategy, I'm in 10 wins in a row as we speak right now. We're on a massive win streak. And the purpose of this day trading strategy is to double your account every month. And that is very good with a low risk strategy of winning over 90%. And that is with proved facts. You can confirm it with the Discord. The people who've been doing this, you will win over 90% doing this day trading strategy as long as you're willing to learn it. Yes, it's more advanced, but I promise you any beginner can do it. When they see, oh, I got to do credit spreads, what the heck is that? It's all in the videos. Watch these day trading education videos. Watch my swing trading education videos, how to follow the trend, and then everything's perfect, okay? And you're going to love it. So $12 a month, subscribe on your computer to avoid the iOS fee. And if you use an Android, you will have to use your computer to subscribe or use your phone's browser like your Google or Safari because they're having issues with Android subscribing. But when you subscribe, you can use the app just as fine, and then you'll be a part of a community. Hope you guys like this video on DJT. I just want to give an update. I don't want to keep you guys stranded in here. I mean, just remember, look at your weekly chart. That's going to give you, in my opinion, when you're swing trading bigger cap stocks, the weekly chart is the best because you're wanting to hold this longer if you have to, and it's going to give you the most important signals, right? You can clearly see that, I think somewhere in here this could be that low here. I see that there's a big demand zone right in here. This wall right here is beautiful demand. You can see right in here, you should be looking for a buy zone. We're in that buy zone right now. Everything looks good. I mean, yes, market sold off. Yes, it's going to make DJT go down. That's just part of trading. Hope you guys liked the video. Give it a like, subscribe, comment. Let me know what you're thinking about doing with DJT in the chat. Let me know what you think about in the comments. It won't hurt my feelings if you say, well, it is just trash talk. We all have our opinions. This is what I'm doing. We'll see if we make money. Join the premium Discord if you want to see my high value alerts. Today we just made money on VRME. It pumped up to $2 today, making over 10% profits like we always look for. Don't win them all, but I will say I'm going to work my butt off to make you guys profitable. All right, catch you in the next video. Peace out.